Hello and welcome to Biz Moments. I'm Marcos Gonzales, Director of Economic Development. We're here today to talk about doing business in Bernalillo County. I'd like to welcome Grandmaster Marcos Chavez from Chavez Karate. Thank you so much for being here today, sir.
Thank you for inviting. It's my pleasure to be here.
So Chavez Karate has been in the community for 50 years now. Can you provide us an overview of
Yes,
Chavez
sir.
Karate?
I opened up our business in 1973, May 8th of 1973. So we're in our 49th year. Next year will be our 50th anniversary for serving the public here in New Mexico in the South Valley. We've been recognized around the world. Mr. Gonzales, of our program is nationally recognized, and we've had students come from everywhere: Russia, Japan, Belgium, France, Spain, Mexico, and of course all over the United States. They've come to train at Chavez Karate.
Do you think your business will continue to evolve or change in how it does business?
I don't know. I'm sure we'll evolve with times, Mr. Gonzales, but we still keep to the same values. We're still all about manners, respect. I'm an ex-school teacher, so grades are so important. I check report cards at our karate school. A child can't come out and train unless homework is done. They better not bring me a bad grade. That's a serious offense. I'll give you a quick example. I had a boy that was a favorite to win the national championship in boxing. I also trained many, many different arts. Just pure boxing as an amateur. We were scheduled to go to Minnesota to the national championships. He brought me a bad report card. I stopped him from going. I called his parents in. I says, obviously, school is more important to me than his karate. It is, and his boxing. So I told him, you're not doing your homework. So I pulled him from the tournament. I had a phone call from Colorado Springs. He was a #1 seeded fighter in the United States. The parents loved what I did, because sometimes you have to put your foot down, Mr. Gonzales, and some of the kids, and that's what they need. Where I'm from, in the area that I'm from, kids are hard. They need somebody that's going to put their foot down. This is the line. You better not cross it. And they don't. As a whole, kids are very good. If you teach them and give them their parameters, they'll stay within that. We want our students to be a positive input into our society. Whether they live in the South Valley or wherever they live, to be positive. There's nothing that gives me more joy to see my students, doing great. I've had doctors and lawyers and even politicians trained with us, and we got them all. We got them all, and we like to see that success. It breaks my heart, Mr. Gonzales, to see one of my students go down the wrong path. So we work the hardest we can to keep them on the right path. We are the cheapest in all of the state as far as charging, but we're the hardest because we demand the most from our students. So it is a win-win situation for everybody, especially the community, and that's what we're about. Chavez Karate is about the community. If that, after 50 years, Mr. Gonzales, if it wasn't about the community, I'd already hightailed. But I love what I do, and I enjoy where I'm at.
And it's great to see that everybody's welcome at the dojo.
Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. I have a special needs class. There is no such thing as a person that can't take martial arts. I've had blind children come over. I had a blind boy that came over. He wanted to take karate. His mom says, well, how is he going to take karate? He's blind. You should have seen the little boy. He trained with me for about 4 years. He just loved it. He ended up having to move to El Paso. And to this day, he still calls me. He still calls me to see how I'm doing. So those are the riches of my life, Mr. Gonzales. As I was talking earlier, I'm a multi-millionaire. But don't go to the bank. Don't check my bank account. Because life isn't about the bank account. Life is about the riches that you can obtain, and I attain them from my students, from my children. They love what they do, and they show it with their cariño that they show.
With that, what advice would you give to someone who is looking to open up their own dojo or a specific industry that would be just starting out?
If you're going to open a school, know your material, whether it's dance or karate or whatever it is. Know your material. There's so many fly-by-nighters nowadays that they're making their black belt on the internet. Can you believe this? But that's not, there's no way that they could be actual school teachers or actual karate teachers or actually ballet teachers. They have, it's kind of like a mechanic. If a mechanic is reading from the book and never puts his hand in the engine, how is he going to tune up your car? It's the same thing in any type of a physical sport. The instructor has to have the knowledge. He has to have the knowledge, and that's the biggest problem.
We look forward to next year's 50th anniversary of Chavez Karate being in the Bridge Corridor.
It's been my pleasure. I want to thank you for everything that you've done, and of course the community. Thank you for 50 years of supporting Chavez Karate on Bridge Street. Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you for joining us for Biz Moments, and we look forward to seeing you next time.